Guys, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about a topic that was inspired by a friend of mine, Clive from the Clive Wrangler channel. He was talking about why do you collect, for love or for the money? And he made some really good points there. And he mainly directed his video to people that collect just to make a buck or two. Now, guys, I have told you all along, I don't consider myself a flipper. I consider myself somebody that that buys watches and sells watches, but I also buy jewelry, diamonds, gold, silver, everything, guys. So it's not just watches. So I would consider somebody that flips watches, somebody that just does that, watches, that is looking for a certain watch that he can make a buck or two without fixing it, without spending any time with the watch. Just, buying a watch in one hand for $50 and selling it for $60, just an example. I think he was directing his attention to those kind of flippers. And I think he was directing his attention to the kind of flippers that bought up the Seiko, the Alpinist, the SR. I even left it here because I'm so bad with reference numbers. The SPB089, the Hodinkee Seiko. Now, guys, people that bought up the Seiko for $600, which was Hodinkee's price, and sold it for $800 or $900 or even $1,000 on eBay, because they're going between $800 to $1,000 on eBay. By the time you finish paying eBay fees, from $1,000, that's $100 plus the 3% on PayPal. So you're spending $130 to sell a $1,000 or $1,000 watch, which you paid $600. It's just a small profit, guys. Guys, if you guys got a hold of this watch and are selling it for $1,000 or $800, this is amateur hours in the watch flipping business. Guys, I buy watches all day long for $600 that I sell for $800 to $1,000 all day long, guys. That is the bread and butter of my business. I'll buy scrap gold for 10% under scrap and make 10% of it, or 15% under scrap and make 15% on scrap gold. I'll buy diamonds, 50 or 60% off of rap sheet and make a little bit on those, because nobody gets full rap sheet for diamonds. So, guys, if you're one of those that bought a Seiko from Hodinkee and sold it for $800 to $900, I'm sorry, you're going to get offended, but you're a fool. I mean, you're just playing amateur hour on the watch business. You might dislike this video. You go ahead and dislike it. I don't care. But you took away the opportunity for people that really like this watch, just so you can make $100, and you're never going to make another $100 on a watch like this, because Hodinkee is gonna spend a long time before they release a limited edition. Not just Hodinkee, but Seiko. It's gonna be a long time before they release another limited edition. So if you were to tell me you bought the Seiko and you sold it for $2,000, $2,500, then I would say, wait a minute, there we go. It's a limited edition. It's a numbered edition. Sure, $2,500. That's a nice profit on a watch this size. People that are even paying $800 to $900 for this watch. My guess is that this watch has nowhere to go but up in value, and it's going to go up in value because the people that are getting it now, the people that are spending the $800 to $1,000 for them on eBay, they're not people that are looking to resell this watch. These are people that are looking to pay, they paid a premium, but they're going to hold on to these watches. So the numbered editions of the Alpinist is going to be very short out there. It's going to be a watch that everybody that bought it at this point, 2-3 months after the sale, they're going to keep it, and it's going to dry up the market. I'm sure that Alpinist is going to make a bunch of the same watches, but they're not going to be the limited edition first run of the Hodinkee sale. They might be a second or third run if they even do that, which I don't think they'll do a second and third run of a limited of a limited edition. They might change the color. They might make this a series. Who knows, guys? Nobody knows. With the watches, nobody knows if now they're going to come with a purple dial and make that a limited edition. Then they're going to come out with a yellow dial and make that a limited edition. Nobody knows in the watch business. Omega wasn't supposed to release the 321 because it gave value to the older 321s. Now it's coming out again. The limited edition gold series Speedmaster that they had one time. Now they're coming up with it again. So guys, it's like printing money. The U.S. government could print money from here to infinity, and there's nobody that tells them they shouldn't do it. So these watches, the very first run of the Seiko SPB089 is going to go up in value. Trust me, if you sold it just to make $100 or $200, you're an amateur, and you got your $100, $200 profit. Good for you. I mean, and now these watches are in the hands of people that are going to appreciate these watches. What did I do, guys, when I found out that Hodinkee was going to release these watches? I bought one. I was lucky enough that it was on my lunch break, and I got the email. I was playing around my phone, and I purchased it within minutes, and I got my watch. And I'm going to show you guys a quick video of the unboxing that I did. And like you guys see in the unboxing, it's a great watch. I like it a lot. I love it. Am I going to wear it? I'll probably wear it. Right now, my collecting strategy is so out of proportion. I'm looking more at cheap watches. I'm trying to get into the sub $100 watches. I'll explain why in another video. I think that's going to be the next boom in watches. Watches that are under $200. So people are not spending any more $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 watches. I'm having a hard time selling anything over $5,000. I'm having a very hard time selling them. So, and the profit are still very small on them. So I think the next generation, the next boom in watches is going to be the sub $200 watches. So that's an area that I know nothing about, guys, and I'm going to try to learn that area of the sub $200 watches, because if you could buy them for $100 and sell them for $200 and double your money, that's where I like to be all day long, guys. Doubling my money, not paying $600 and selling for $800, and like I said, it playing amateur hour on the watch flipping business. Those are the watch flippers I'm totally against, like Clive said, like a lot of other people said. He also spoke about my friend Mark Goldberg from Mark Vlogs Watches, and that he haggles a lot. I love people that haggle. Haggling is like second nature to me. I can't even go to Walmart where you can't haggle. I'll be haggling in the line with somebody. Haggling is always good. It's what's going to get you to the price you want to pay for something, and it's just something that many more people should learn to do, haggle. Many more people should lose the fear of saying, you know what, you want 200? I'll give you $125. Something. Just trying to get more money in your pocket, because as far as me, I'm trying to get all that money in your pocket into mine, guys. That's the name of the game. that's what the free world is all about. You know, me trying to get your money, trying to sell you something that you really want, and if it's an emotional value, you know, that's even better. That's why when I started this channel, guys, I started this channel with the basis of NOP, never overpay, because I was seeing a lot of you guys getting ripped off by a lot of these websites out here, and I opened up collecting vintage watches with the purpose of showing you guys a little bit of what I know, which is not a lot, you know, about vintage watches and newer watches, and because I'm sure there's great knowledge out there, much more than what I could give you guys. I just wanted to input my 2 cents in the watch world, and trying not to see you guys get hurt. When I started to see people spending $5,000 on Datejust, it's just starting to blow my mind, guys, to see a lot of you guys just, you know, blindfolded and giving up your credit card and spending enormous amounts of money, guys. So now that time has passed for a lot of those sellers. I know a lot of those sellers can't sell crap right now online because the reputation that they made for themselves is terrible, guys. The reputation that these sellers formed of their business, of their name, it's just terrible. And now they can't sell nothing to anybody. And sellers that had profit, but you know, profits with a mindset. You know, when I sell you something, I'm always thinking that I'm going to take that whatever I sold you back in trade, and I want to make you a fair offer when you trade it back to me to go to your next piece. So watch flippers, like I told you guys, especially with the Seiko Alpinist, they're, you know, if you bought the watch for $800 or $900, don't worry about it, because if you were one of the unlucky ones that didn't get the watch, even at $800, $900, guys, you know, you just didn't, you just paid somebody, you know, a good dinner somewhere, and that's about it. You got yourself some nice watch. I know you're going to keep it for a long time. I know this is going to be a watch that you're going to enjoy, and it's going to be the first one of a limited edition that nobody will ever have again. So if you hold on to it, that watch, particularly that watch, has nowhere to go but up. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I am going to make a self-challenge to make a small video for every day of the week. You know, that way I could bring back my channel, collecting vintage watches, that I've had a little bit in the back burner for a few weeks or even months. So guys, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much, guys. Take care.